Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
So first and goal to go. To Williams. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The Big Mo. If Big Mo is on their side, that is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
Keeps his legs moving. That return's good for about 20. The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second down coming up. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Second down and 7. It's complete to Paul Richardson. This is third down. The Cowboys come out in a 2 tight end set.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Going to try and scramble now. Almost intercepted. What did their defensive coordinators say to us on Friday, Phil? Something like third down is where we need to win this football game. He's got to be pleased with what he's seen so far.
Absolutely. They love it. Third down defense is what it's all about in the NFL. And the defense came through that time with a nice stop.
Looking to make a difference. Breaks out of that one. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. And here's the Cowboys defense. A week ago, they got to the quarterback on 5 occasions. Second down and 10. Freeman's got it on the toss. Picks up about 5.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Falcons now looking to convert here on third down. Just a week ago, they struggled mightily in these situations. The Falcons snap it at the 31. With 2 hands, he has it. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. That's his first reception today. First down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the first. Freeman's in the backfield. Single back set. Staying with the passing game on first down. And it's swatted away. Second down after the incompletion.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact. We're early in this one, but already a crucial 3rd and long play coming up.
Oh, these are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
3rd down and 10. Catch made. Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. He's caught his 7th touchdown pass of the season. He made it. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Cowboys offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Gets about 9 on the play. It's 2nd down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the first.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Third and 8 coming up. The Cowboys take it from the 23. And it's batted down.
The Cowboys don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Taken down at the 33.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
The Cowboys defense now is going to go nickel. 1st down at the 33. And intercepted. He's brought down.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Cowboys offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Fullback takes the handoff. Allen's going to make the tackle. Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And that's a gain of 9.
1st down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
1st and goal from the 7. Will go ground. Powers his way across. Touchdown. They're able to narrow the gap a little bit thanks to that touchdown. Important score right there, wasn't it, partner?
Oh, man. It narrowed the gap. It changed the way they're thinking about it. It changed the strategy. I know it's close. I mean, it's early in the game, but still, that was a big score.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons offense came out and hit its stride in a hurry. And you got to wonder, Phil, when is this defense going to step up?
They are rolling. There's no doubt about it. Boy, it's fun to watch it. When an offense gets hot in the NFL, it's just fun for everybody, for the fans and even us as announcers, because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Manziel's unable to connect that time.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback. The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
Gets it out for the completion. Jones, the one who brings him to the ground.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
The Falcons have it at the 29. Devontae Freeman with the reception.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
First down following the long play. The Cowboys with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, if you don't trust your offensive line, if you're afraid you're not going to make the blocks, the heck with them. Jump over everybody. What a job. What hops on that running back. Jumps right over, gets the touchdown.
He's put the ball on the tee, and he's about to kick off. Turn ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. Double tight end formation. From the shotgun. Ball falls incomplete.
Lewis has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
2nd and 10. Thrown incomplete.
Well, when it's 3rd long in a situation like this, I'm going to look at it from the defensive side. You know they're going to be careful, so make sure you come up and just make the tackle so they don't get those yards after the catch or a long run.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Georgia Dome is our site today. 2nd quarter is about to get started. This punt will be returned. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line. That return's good for about 14. The Falcons offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they've run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Manziel has everybody split out wide for this snap.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
But the hit knocks the ball out.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
2nd and 10 coming up. Freeman's the receiver, sent out wide to the left. Snap it out of the gun. Two hands on the football and has the catch. The football just inside the 40 at the 39. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Manziel's got it in the gun. Gordon's got it. First down. That's reception number 2 for him. Falcons are up right now, and credit goes to the quarterback here, partner. Manziel's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
And he steps out of the field of play. And here we have second down. The Cowboys will come out in the dime. Manziel's back in shotgun formation. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Falcons moving inside the 20, and the red zone last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First and goal. Freeman's going to secure the handoff for a gain of about 5. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Just a yard away from pay dirt. They better hurry to get the snap. The Cowboys go with the dime formation here on defense. And there's a drop.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal from the 1. Intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it. And inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Cowboys lined up in the pistol.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Good for only a yard. Second down and in a very precarious spot.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Second and 9. Reaches out and snatches it. Trufont's in on the tackle.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space. The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
That's a gain of 8. They come to the line, and it's first down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there, shows his toughness, and picks up the first down.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
Got the completion. Gain 16.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of it. Nice job by the running back.
The Cowboys have it at the 39. Davis is there to make the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Has the grab. A foot race to the end zone. And in for the touchdown. They cut into the lead with that touchdown and aren't that far off the pace all of a sudden here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and I get to say one of my favorite things, the tide has turned here in this game. I love those kind of cliches, but it has turned, no doubt. Being dominated, you get that quick score. Now you're close. Leave it up to your defense to give you a chance to take the lead at halftime.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Makes the catch inbound. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
And it's knocked down. Second down here. The Cowboys with a nickel look here on defense.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Takes the hit and throws.
Sometimes on third and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 50. To Williams.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Second down and 10. To the ground. And he gains maybe 3. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Halftime, 2 minutes away. It'll be third down. The Cowboys come to the line. First down marker at the 40. They'll go ground. And a flag comes out. The defense accepts the penalty.
Davis has got a lane to the ball carrier that time, and he took advantage of it. Saw it, reacted, made the tackle in the backfield for a loss. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 45. He's got the catch. He's taken down at the 35.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. From the gun. It's a catch by Richardson. A minute and a half to go in the first half, and it's a first down. Press coverage all the way.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
And Davis is there to take him down.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And picks up about 3.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and goal from the 6. And that picks up 3.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do. Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right. If you think you can get a playoff quickly,
Dallas in the end zone. Finding the end zone for the 2nd time.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in 3rd and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Falcons are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Looking at every option. Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete. This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. 2nd and 10. Pass is intercepted. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 2nd half is underway. Which offense will create separation first? That's the question. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Falcons offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down here after the completion. Handoff. Gains about 3.
Freeman's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd down and 7. Makes the reception. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
There are so many players down in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass and just makes it look so easy.
Manziel's completion percentage, 50% on the day. First down at the 47. Got the completion. Gains 5.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Second down and 5. Freeman's out there to receive the screen pass.
When you see zone defenses, throw it into the open spaces. That's what the quarterback did that time. Good job by the receiver running in there and making the catch.
Manziel's now completed 4 in a row. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Freeman's going to take the handoff now. Gets about 9 on the play.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. Now the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you can do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 3rd and short. The give. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Williams is looking for a place to run the football at times to pick up the 3rd down and short, but nowhere to go. Offensive line gets dominated. Now it's 4th down.
The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Manziel's going to take it from the gun. Gordon's got it, and a first.
Again, the defense gives up the 1st down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First down here. The Cowboys lined up in the nickel. Out of the shotgun. Makes the catch. Thomas is there that time for the tackle.
The Falcons offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Freeman's taking the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard.
Freeman's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. Midway into the 3rd. Pulls it in. Atlanta in for the score. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. Extra point was good. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. He'll have a chance to take off. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Cowboys come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football. The Cowboys look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That 1st down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. It's wide open. Gilbert's in on the tackle.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
And now they're in the hurry up. 1st down at the 15. They call his number once more. Now moving the football to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Gets the handle here. That's a gain of 6.
1st down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Touchdown, Dallas. Finding the end zone for touchdown number 7 on the year. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Falcons in kick return formation. Able to move past past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Falcons coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
First down at the 23. The defense gets the sack.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
The Falcons understand, just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here in on third down. This is something they can handle.
Manziel's now completed 4 in a row. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down. They're going to the hurry. First down at the 49. Freeman's tackled right at the 42. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. Second down and 3 following that nice run. Freeman's lined up as the single back.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
That's a ball that should have been caught.
Boy, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass, because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
And Freeman has the catch. Freeman's met at the 30. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Third down after the penalty. Manziel's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Out of the gun. The Falcons get a first down. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
Well, we were at practice on Friday, Jim. This team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a tie game. We'll see if all that practice pays off.
All set up now at the 16. Second and 6. Has his target. Has 12 on this play.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They'll run it here. Brown's there to make the tackle. The fourth quarter is about to start. We've been treated to an impressive display of offense here today, partner.
Well, Jim, we've seen some great offensive play here this year, and it's been fun to watch, but today has been special. They are going up and down the field.
And he's across for the touchdown. Phil, they come out and start the fourth quarter with a touchdown that gives them the lead.
Man, what a way to start the fourth quarter. What a feeling. Anytime you're ahead when the fourth quarter comes in a football game, that's a great feeling. And once again, it puts the pressure back on the other team.
They're setting up the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Cowboys getting ready for their next possession. Thinking back, I'm sure, to the last time they had it, they ran it all the way to the end zone.
Well, you know what? I'm going to put my coaching hat on, which I like to do every once in a while. My coaching hat is telling me, hey, defense, you can bring more guys up to the line of scrimmage and try to stop the run. I think that's what they need to do.
You think they can stop the run this time?
Yeah, I think they can. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. When you outnumber the offense, I think their chances go way up as far as trying to stop the run.
Lewis is going to pull in the bullet pass. And at the 49, he'll be brought down.
The Cowboys just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
1st and 10. Looking for some daylight up the middle. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback. Jim, when you look at drop passes in the NFL, it's almost always for the same reason. They take their eyes off the football, the receivers, just before it gets there. And when you do that, that little bit of lack of concentration will cause you to drop the guns.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 3rd and 9. Handoff made. And it's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Well, it's been a day where we've never even really seen the punters in action. And let's introduce them for the first time.
I don't think I've said this too many times in my career broadcasting for quite a few years, that I was getting tired of seeing the offense have
What a catch. Touchdown. Here in the early part of the 4th, we've got ourselves a tie game. It looks like this one's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, you know, games like this, when you get in the 4th quarter, it's all about performing under pressure. We're going to find out which team can handle the pressure the best.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
Falcons have been in a fight today. The score's 35-35.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
He's got some daylight. Manziel's going to give himself up here and slide the play to an end.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
1st down at the 38. Lawrence is there to take him down.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Cowboys come out in a dime package. Manziel's got it in the gun. And gained maybe 4. It's 3rd down coming up. Manziel's back in shotgun formation. And it's swatted away. The defense steps up and gets it into the hands of the offense midway through the 4th. Now here comes the offense, which has been executing all day long.
Well, what they wanted, they finally got. A defensive stop. Now if the offense can come out there, take advantage of it and score, boy, will that put some pressure on the other team.
The Cowboys defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's his 3rd catch of the day. 1st down, offense readying for the snap. First down here after the completion. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Wilson's there to make the tackle.
Freeman's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Here they come to the 41-yard line. The Cowboys defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Josh Gordon with the catch. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They're in the hurry-up mode. The Falcons take it from the 33. Brings it into his body. They'll mark him at the 28.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Manziel's completion percentage, 60% on the day. He'll take the snap about midway through the fourth. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Breaking huddle at the 21. The game is tied, and time is a factor. They'll go ground. Dan picks up about 3.
Williams is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The long drive continues.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zones. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
Now inside the 10 and at the 9. Tie game here in the late going, and the defense needs to make a stop. They cannot give up the big play right now. Brown's going to make the tackle. The defense stops the clock. The line of scrimmage right at the 9. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's his 9th touchdown catch this year. And the point after is good. Everyone's lined up for this kickoff. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Just about 2 minutes to go, and the defense knows it needs to make one last stop to end it. And that's a gain of maybe 5. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. This is a pretty easy decision for the coach here. You're down. It's late in the game. Get in that hurry-up offense. Preserve time and get as many plays off as you possibly can.
First down. Pressure on every snap now.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
The Cowboys take it from the 38. Paul Richardson makes the grab. The Cowboys come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with.
Well, when you're down a few points late in the game, you got to find a way to get that lead. And how do you do it? You go to the hurry-up offense. Good job by the coach. You know, Jim, I understand why they tried this run. You're down in the game. It's late in the fourth quarter. you're trying to catch the defense off guard, but I don't like the chance here. If it was up to me, I would have thrown it and taken my chances getting the football down the field.
The Cowboys were hoping for another easy victory like last week, but now they trail in this one in a highly competitive game, partner.
Well, all I can say to that is we all hope for things that probably are not attainable. To think you're going to go and have back-to-back blowout victories in the NFL, very seldom does that happen. So hang in there, see if they can hang tough and find a way to win.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The Cowboys take it from the 43. The Cowboys turn the ball over on downs. And he'll go back to the sideline, kicking himself that they could not find a way to get the first down and kept the drive going as they were on their way for what appeared to be a winning drive.
Well, there's a lot of people to blame on that drive. I don't think anybody did a good job. The offensive line, the receivers, and the quarterback, they're all at fault.
On target. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left. The drive down the field and score, that just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick.
And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Cowboys really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on 4th down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline will be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Cowboys pistol set here. 1st and 10. Takes off with it. Got a big lane. And that's a gain of 13.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Looking to go deep. Second and 10 coming up.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Scrambling out of the pocket. Room to work. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it as they will not get another playoff in time.
What a shootout it was, and what a great way to finish off the game with a victory like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to figure out if this is a shootout or just a lot of really awful defense, but a lot of scoring, pretty exciting, and a good victory for the team.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.